What is going on, all of you speedy hedgehogs out there in the world? I am MegaAmpster. Thank you for clicking on this quick little video, by the way. If you're new here, I say quick, we'll see. If you're new here, hey, thanks for coming along. Thanks for being here. Glad to see you here. Returning viewers, always great to see you here. Thank you for all the support over time. I'm gonna try to keep this thing kind of going because we have a lot to get through here. I was recently playing the Sonic Origins Plus collection, and I kind of thought about, you know, all the abilities that Sonic has had over the years in all the games. A lot of games introduced new abilities, some of them kept going, some of them were one-off. And I was like, you know what, like, I want to rank these. I want to see where these stack over time. So here we are making a tier list here. We have 41 entries, so that's why I want to keep this thing going. Several disclaimers before we get started though. Most of these, there's a few exceptions that I'll explain when we get there. Most of these only Sonic can perform on his own. Well, all of these he does not need characters for, so like no double boost from Frontiers, for example, that is not here. None of the partner mechanics from Sonic 4 Episode 2 or Advanced 3, stuff like that. There are a few exceptions where some of these characters can perform these moves, but I figured I'd include them here because it just made sense, and it's really, the moves seem very focused on Sonic himself, so that's why I included some of these. I'll explain that when we get there. No external items can be used, so no shoe gems from Sonic 06, no wisps from Colors and all the other plethora of games that they showed up in, so none of those, we're not counting those. No forms, so no form-based abilities, so no Werehog, no Super, no Hyper, no Dark Spine, any of that, not included here. A couple of these I included multiple iterations of, where I included them because they're very mechanically different. I'll explain to those when I get there as well. Some of them like different implementation between games, but only slightly, like based on control, so I didn't include those. But ones that are just mechanically different between games, but they're considered the same ability, including multiple variations of that. And finally, no basics like running, jumping, rolling, punching and kicking like in Frontiers. Like, I didn't include those just because they're kind of core basic ones. But with that, let's get started here. I have randomized all 41 of these. We're just going to start right off the bat here. So, and I did not plan any of this in terms of, I know which ones I like more than others, but didn't structure the list yet. So first of all, I believe this is the triangle jump from Sonic Heroes. One of the variations of the wall jump, if you will. It's a little clunky, and it's very, very situational. Like, I know you can, you know, in Heroes at least, you jump from wall to wall in a zigzag pattern. I don't think you can run along the wall and jump again. Well, maybe you can. I think one of the games you can. I might be misremembering that. But either way, I'm going to focus on the Heroes implementation here. I'm probably, honestly, because it's so situational and clunky, I'm going to put it in C for now, because like, yeah, it's kind of interesting, but it kind of stops you on a dime, and you're just kind of, I don't know, it kind of keeps you going, but it's a little broken in the way it's implemented. So for now, we'll put it at C. These are subject to change as the list goes on. So there we go, triangle jump right there in C. Next one, oh, the light speed dash, a classic. This is at least A for me, right? Because not a fan of how they implemented in the original Sonic Adventure, where you had to charge up the spin dash and then wait for it. There was an upgrade you could get that would slow down the charge time. After that, they said, screw that, we're just gonna do one button press. And it was a little, there were moments where it was pretty glitchy, like Adventure 2, Heroes, Sonic 06. There were some glitchy moments where you would try to do Lightspeed Dash and it would break, but I'm not gonna count that implementation of it. Starting with Unleashed Forward, they really smoothed it out to make it infinitely better. And it's real, like, this might be S. This might be S. I don't know. I gotta see how I want to go about this. If I want to do 1 in S and that's it. Maybe I'll allow 3 in S. We'll see what I'm feeling, but I mean, this is really good. I might bump this up to S. It really, the Lightspeed Dash gives another reason to have rings, and it also keeps the momentum going. It actually gives you extra bursts of speed, and is a great speedrunning strat. So it's at least high A for sure. So that's that. Let's see what we got here. This, okay. This is going to be a hot take. This is the classic spin dash that was introduced starting in Sonic 2. I might even put this in B. The spin dash is really good, and it was a massive improvement at the time compared Sonic 1 to Sonic 2, because Sonic 1 you didn't have the spin dash, so you just kind of had to rely on fully rolling down hills to gain momentum. With the spin dash, you could, you know, be able to stop, charge it up, and go. The issue for me is the stop and go charging, because for me that really breaks the flow of things. It's nice to have the option to get up like high slopes and loop-de-loops, and like you can use it to reach higher places if you time your spin dash and jump right. But you know, for now we'll put it in B. Like I said, I can always fluctuate these later on, but I like the light speed dash more than the spin dash. I honestly do. The classic spin dash, I should clarify, because there may be another spin dash on this list. I almost included the Sonic CD spin dash, and I would have put that in D tier because it's garbage, but I decided not to do that because it's functionally pretty much the same as the regular OG spin dash, so including that there. All right, next one, the Stomp. I would put the Stomp. I feel like I would put the Stomp along the. I actually might put the Stomp above Spin Dash, because the nice thing about the Stomp, first of all, Frontiers use it as an attack. It can be very useful when you get a lot of those moves put you high up in the air, you stomp down, you attack. It's great for speedrunning, like the Light Speed Dash. I would still put the Light Speed Dash above it, but I would say it's still really, really useful for speedrunning. You know, you're up in the air, you want to get down to the ground quickly, you just do a nice old Stomp. I want to say Unleash introduced the Stomp, if I remember correctly, so I don't know, really good move for speedrunning especially. I'm going to keep it in B for now. I would personally put it above the classic Spin Dash though. I think it's really good for speedrunning stuff, whereas like Spin Dash, I don't know. But anyways, oh, this is going to be a weird one. So for those of you who don't know, this is the Ancient Light from Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. I kept this separate. It's technically an upgrade to the Lightspeed Dash. I kept it separate though, just because it's, rather than, you know, using a trail of rings to go, you actually will like attack a bunch of enemies in a row. Almost like the multiple homing attack from Sonic Lost World. However, I'm sorry, this is low C for me. I've barely used this move. I think it honestly just slows things down in general. I don't know, and like, it seems very situational. Like, when are you going to have, especially in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 where it's implemented, where are you going to have that many enemies in a row to be able to attack like that, you know? I know it's also used in Sonic Adventure when you're trying to get to Red Mountain with Sonic, the little monkey in the cage, that's what I remember it from. And like, that's the only time I ever use it. It's the only time you ever require to use it. So honestly, I would put this below the triangle. Not quite D tier, but it's still like not great. So put it in low C. All right, what we got? This is the Phantom Rush from Sonic Frontiers. So this is when you build up enough of you max out the combo meter and you kind of create clones of yourself and start mashing around. I would put this, it is good, but you have to build out the combo meter to do it. I'd put this in low B, I think. I wouldn't like go away. I know it looks cool. At the same time, I just don't find myself using it all the time because, I mean, I'm not the best Frontiers player, so to be honest, I don't max out the combo meter a lot when I'm doing combat. So I don't find myself using it that much. Mainly for the Titan fights, it's cool, but it's mainly just a flashy thing. It's not like, you know, the most amazing move in existence. So I'm gonna put this at a low B beneath the Spin Dash. That's where I'm gonna put that there. What else we got? Another Frontiers one. This is the Psy-Loop. So I grouped the Psy-Loop and the Quick Psy-Loop together. I was gonna put them separate, but then I just decided to do them. Yeah, I was gonna put them together, but it's what am I saying? I was trying to do them separate originally, but then I put them together. Psy-Loop's good. You can get rings, you can get infinite boosted Frontiers. I don't know if it's quite A category though. I would still probably put it. I would put it below the Stomp. Would I put it below the classic Spin Dash? I would definitely put it above the Phantom Rush. Classic Spin Dash and Psy-Loop. Ooh, this is tough. This is so tricky, dude. I don't want this video going on forever because I'm going to be deciding between all these. The Psy-Loop's really good for like stunning enemies, creating trails. I'm going to put it below because at the same time, sometimes like when you're free running in Frontiers, trying to connect that loop, it just doesn't fully work right. So I'm going to put that, you know what? I'm going to move the Stomp up to A then and put that below the classic Spin Dash. I think that feels right to me. Yeah, that feels right to me. You know, it has a lot of uses, but it can definitely, the quick side loop's okay. It's mostly annoying when you're trying to take out those enemies that need the side loop for it and they keep shielding you. It's a really cool idea. I think it's a great new ability for Sonic. I'd put it in the middle of the pack. All right, next we've got, this is the loop kick. This is the loop kick in Frontiers, where you kind of, there's a lot of the Frontiers combos, by the way, in this list. This is the one where you kind of like do the loop in the air and then boom, kick towards the enemy. I would probably put this in, honestly, this is a C for me. It's a little clunky for me to execute, and I don't use it all the time just because it's not a super, I don't find it to be super powerful. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'm gonna put this at a high C, above the triangle jump, above the ancient light, but I like the phantom rush more. So I'm gonna put that here for now. It's not bad, I don't know. It's also not the most flashy combo you can do in Frontiers, so it's visually, for me, less appealing, but it gets the job done sometimes. I don't know, it's not bad. I'll put it at high C, all right. Oh, this one. This is gonna, I'm saying it right now, this is almost guaranteed bottom of the list. The magic gloves from Sonic Adventure 2. Most of you may not even know what this ability is. So this was an upgrade you find in City Escape. Sonic, you need, I believe you need the bounce bracelet to get it. And it is the most useless thing ever. I guess you can, like, I've only used it a couple times in the game. You can, like, grab enemies. You have to be, like, perfectly spaced towards them and then grab them and you put them in this little orb. Like, someone in the comments let me know and explain to me if there's any use to this, but to me, this is the most useless ability in the entirety of the Sonic franchise. It's really, really bad. Easy D tier. I guarantee you, unless there's one that's worse, I can't think of any, that's going to be bottom of the list. All right. We've got, okay. So two of these are kind of similar. I believe this one, we're going to call this one the Recovery Smash. There's the Recovery Smash and the Grand Slam. Both of these are on this list. We're going to consider this one the Recovery Smash. This one's good because it allows you, you know, if you get hit, which happens a lot in Sonic Frontiers, I do like being able to just kind of immediately come back and be able to get an attack. It's a decently strong attack too. It's a good way to kind of regain your ground. You still lose your rings, but you get to regain your ground a little bit. At least I believe. Maybe you don't lose your rings. I don't know. This is good. This will be a solid B, I think. But do I like it more? Being able to recover is nice, but also the timing is really tough. I'll put this below Phantom Rush. That feels right, but it's a solid one. The ability to recover is great. So I'll put that there. This, oh yeah, okay. I combines the somersault and the flame somersault in Sonic Adventure 2. If you remember, you get an upgrade late into Sonic Adventure 2 that allows you to upgrade the somersault to be able to break metal boxes. I'm gonna put this one. I'm gonna put this. The fact that Sonic Adventure 2 didn't have the spin dash still, at least maybe it did, but I never use it. The somersault's kind of the main roll move that comes out. I'm probably gonna put that at a low C. I'm gonna move Ancient Light down to D. I like it's better than the Ancient Light. No, you know, I'll put it above Triangle Jump. It's like, I don't know. The flame thing really doesn't make much of a difference except the metal crates. And like, I don't know, it's just the somersault is just like a much weakened spin dash. Like, I don't know why it's not just the spin dash by default like Sonic Adventures, so not a huge fan of that move overall. So that's gonna be a middle of the pack C for me. The slide, okay. The slide is gonna be maybe at least B. Or if you're a Sonic 06 fan, Pinata, the anti-gravity as they call it in that game. I don't know why they call it that. I think that was the debut of that move. This is a good one. I feel like I would put this below Spin Dash though. I want to put it above Psyloop because it's also a good speed running technique, but I don't really personally like it as much as Stomp or Lightspeed Dash. I'm fine with moving classic Spin Dash up to A and maybe putting Slide at a B right above. Yeah, that feels right. It's like, it's a good speed running technique, but I find personally myself, like, there are moments, especially I think like Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Generations, where you're trying to do a slide and it's like, I'm not great with the timing. It can be very useful though, but it's also a little situational, whereas Stomp and Lightspeed Dash have more use cases, so we'll put it at a high B for now. Ooh, Bounce Bracelet. So the Bounce Bracelet that they debuted in Adventure 2. Where else did it show up? It showed up in Sonic 06, and that literally might have been it. The Bounce Bracelet... Honestly, I hate to put all the Sonic Adventure 2 abilities in C, but like... I don't know. I only use this, like... I would rather use a regular homing attack than the Bounce Bracelet. I really only use it to reach higher up ledges. I would put it above the Somersault for sure, but probably below Recovery Smash. I think I like Recovery Smash more. We'll do it above Luke. We'll put it at the high C. I think I really personally only find myself use it to reach higher areas, but I don't use it to attack enemies very often, and sometimes I miss the enemy and I get hit instead. So we'll put it at high C. I feel like that's right. Okay. So we haven't even gotten the classic homing attack yet. This is specifically the multi-hit charged homing attack that you can do in Sonic Lost World. This is going to be... Do I like this more than the triangle jump? It's either going to be a low C or a high D. That's what's I'm deciding. I want to... No, you know what? I like this. Yeah. I'm going to move triangle jump down to high D. I like it more than the triangle jump. It's like very... I don't want to say it's situational. It's used a good amount in Sonic Lost World. I just think it's a little clunky in implementation. Sometimes I find myself spinning in circles, waiting for it to charge up on all the enemies. That's probably why I put it low. I'll be definitely below the somersault, but I'd say it's better than the triangle jump. It's less situational than the triangle jump, so it's okay. It's not bad, but it's what it is. All right. This is, I believe this is the, let me look at my list here. This is the Cyclone Kick in Frontiers, where during a combo, I think you hold A or one of the buttons and you do like a tornado. This one's pretty solid. I like this more than, I mean, probably more than Recovery Smash, to be honest, I would say. And Phantom Rush. I'll put it between the side loop and Phantom Rush. I think it's a good move, especially when you're in the middle of a combo and you hold it down. It does this tornado move. It's pretty good, especially like they show here for taking out this tower enemy. It's very useful. So we'll put that there at B. I'm kind of reserving S for now for like the really good moves, but I might. Oh, here we go. Okay. Speaking of which, spoiler alert for the rest of this video. This is why I made this video. This is the drop dash, introduced in Sonic Mania, came back in Forces for Classic Sonic, I believe, and it's going to be in Superstars, and it's in Sonic Frontiers. The drop dash is the best Sonic ability of all time. Not just because of my personal bias towards Mania, but it's one of, I should say, but because it is like, it does what the spin dash can't, and it gives you the boost while keeping the momentum. Instead of having to stop on your tracks, charge spin dash, even for just a second, and go, you do that all in the air. You jump, you hold the A button, you spin in the air, you land, boom, you're good. So yeah, it does what the spin dash can't, and it keeps the momentum. You know, I was using it all the damn time in Origins Plus. I was playing that, using it all the time. Absolutely love it. I don't really have any other words to say. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comments below, but drop dash is easily one of my favorite. All right. Oh, this is going to be another S. This is going to be another S. S is, here we go. This is the cross slash in Sonic Frontiers. This move, you can hold for so long. It lasts a good amount of time, and it does so much damage. It is, I think it's the last special ability you unlock. Maybe when you rescue Tails in Frontiers. It does so much damage. It is ridiculous, and it lasts for so long. You can also, it's a projectile move, so you do it way far away. Another great ability for those tower enemies, so that's an S for sure. That's an S. Well, but Lightspeed Dash, though. Ooh. Do I put it above Lightspeed Dash? Okay, you know what? Here. Lightspeed Dash goes above it, but it's still an S. That seems fair. And then we'll move Slide up to A. There we go. Trying to balance this out a little bit. All right. This is the tornado move from Sonic Heroes. This is an interesting one. I think it's okay. I don't think it's that great. You can use it on the poles to swing around. You can use it to stun enemies, but like, honestly, I'm gonna put this at a D, a high D, above triangle jump, but below everything. I don't know. It's stuns enemies. It uses the poles. It's very situational, and I don't use it a lot to stun enemies, to be honest. I use it accidentally sometimes when I'm trying to do a Lightspeed Dash in Heroes, and it just comes out, so we'll do that in D. I gotta blaze through these. I don't even know if we're halfway. Okay. Just for now, B. This is the super peel out from Sonic CD. So if you hold up on the D-pad and you charge up, pretty much the spin dash, but instead of holding down, you hold up and release. This is worse than the spin dash. It looks cool, but it's not a great move. I'm gonna put this in, just for the flashiness, I'm gonna put it in C, but Because the thing is sure, you run fast, but you can't hit enemies like the spin dash. So you knock into an enemy and you get hit, you lose rings. So that's why that's not going to be that high. The question is, you know what? I'll put it above the multi-directional just for the flashiness. I don't know. Like, it's a cool move. It looks great in animation and it looks good in execution, but then you get hit all the time. It's especially with Sonic CD's level design. It's just not a great move for the game. Honestly, like current Sonic games with like the boost formula, I don't know. I guess before Frontiers, the Super Peel Out would have been great to return. Just that level design, I think, fits the Super Peel Out way more than Sonic CD's enemy-centric and exploration-centric level design does. So, unfortunately, that's why it's there. It's a little vulnerable, a little too vulnerable. Okay, this is the parry in Sonic Frontiers. Now, this move's broken. I'm gonna put it in A. Maybe I'll do a low A though. I don't know. It's like, cause you can like hold it in the air. You can hold it as long as you want and block moves. So like in terms of like strength, it's like top tier, but I mean, I'm not a huge fan of parrying, as those of you who are regular to the channel know. Yeah, I think I'd put it at low A there. I feel like that feels right. It's really good, but well, no, cause then it stops your momentum. It does stop your momentum. Is it as good as? Oh, see, now I'm debating. It's the parry's good. You know, we'll put it in B. I feel like that feels better. That feels better to me. I'll put it in B, right below the side loop, and move side loop up to A. No. There we go. We'll leave that as is. It's a really good parry because you can hold it as long as you want, but it does stop the momentum. So there's that. Oh no! Spoiler alert. Parkour. Specifically, this is the Lost World version. They kind of have it a little bit, like there's some wall running in Frontiers and stuff like that. This, to me, I like it more than the multi-hit homing attack because it keeps the flow going, but it is a little clunky. I'm going to put it below the somersault. It's a little clunky in design. If you remember in Lost World, like, it's really easy to fall off the wall, I find. There's some sections where you're literally above a giant bottomless pit and you have to, like, rotate like onto like do like a 90-degree turn onto a wall, and it's very clunky. I'm not a big fan of it. Here, I'm gonna move the bounce bracelet up to B. That seems more fair. And now we'll move side loop up to A. That looks a little better. It's just, I don't know, cool idea. I don't think it was executed super well, so that's why it's there. All right, this is a deep cut. We're getting there. Nah, jeez. This video is gonna be long. Crap. We're getting there. This is, a lot of you may not know this. This is a move in the Sonic Advance games where I believe once you're in the air, like you go off a ramp and you spin, you press like the right trigger, I think, and you do a little tornado spin. Pretty solid move, actually. This is a pretty good one. I would put this, it keeps the momentum going so you can go longer distances than you normally could without it. I would put this above the bounce bracelet. First shot, would I put it above the side loop? I think I would. I feel like I'd put this right above the side loop. It's a good move. Like I said, it keeps the momentum going, which is what matters. Is this the other one I'm thinking of? Yeah, okay. This kind of goes hand in hand with it. So this is another move in Sonic Advance, kind of the other pair companion piece to this one, where there's actually a few cases specifically in whatever the sky level was called, the cloud one. If any of you know, let me know. Where you do like an upward motion when you do the right trigger and up as well, and it gets you some extra distance. This one is definitely not as good as the spin move here. It's very situational, but if you're trying to reach a higher place, especially for collecting some of those the rings to get to the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic Advance 2, I'm thinking of, for example, it's honestly pretty useful. But it's very similar to, I'm gonna put this in C. It's very similar to the bounce bracelet, but the bounce bracelet also has the benefit of being able to attack enemies, whereas this doesn't. You're left very vulnerable here. I would put this, like, it's good, but it's better than the Super Peel Out, but you know what? It's probably worse than the wall running parkour in Lost World, so I'll admit that. It's very situational. All right. Let me balance this out a little bit. I feel like keeping S to top 3 is pretty fair. All right. This is the modern wall jump in modern Sonic games, starting with Sonic Unleashed. So, unlike the triangle jump where you're doing the zigzag across like 2 horizontal walls, this is with the vertical walls. This is much better than the triangle jump. However, it's also very situational. You really can only use it on walls that have the panels. It's very specifically designed for it. When you do it, I mean, sure, it's kind of interesting. You know, you get a little more variety there. I'm gonna put it. I feel like B. This might honestly be the best spot for it. Literally where it is, right at low B. Like legitimately, that might be a good spot for it. You know, it honestly kind of hinders speedrunning a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like that's good. We'll keep it there for now. I can move it after at a low B with the wall jump. All right. This drifting. Okay, so this was introduced in Sonic Unleashed. A little clunky there, but when you're like boosting and you want to take some tight turns, in Generations you do like a little spin dash move and you like can use the left and right triggers to kind of drift here. This one's solid. I also find it to be very situational. So honestly, I'm gonna put this is good. This is a C. This is a C. I'm gonna put this above Lost World. Maybe right below the somersault. I feel like that it's very situational, but it is useful for some really tight turns when you're boosting, but I never use it that much. So there was like one side quest in Sonic Generations I remember specifically that needed it. So there's that. All right, speaking of boosts, here's the boost. This is where things might get a little controversial. How much do I like the boost is the question. I think the issue with the boost is that it reduces like what classic Sonic stands for, and not just speed, but the platforming aspect. It kind of ruins that, in my opinion. So I prefer like the classic or the adventure styles to the boost formula. But the boost itself is a pretty good move. I feel like, I don't know if it's quite A. What if I put it below the parry? I feel like that feels right, putting it below the parry. I don't know. It's like the boost is interesting because yeah, for me, like I said, especially like with Unleashed, Generations to some degree, it's good, but it's like, I don't know, it feels a little automated sometimes. So like, I like it, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. I prefer other gameplay styles more, like the classic games and adventures. So there's that. This is the Wild Rush combo in Sonic Frontiers, where you kind of do like a zigzag move in the air and then you come back. I do like this combo a lot. However, it's hard to execute. So I would put this. Do I like it more than the bounce bracelet is the question. Because it's somewhere either here or here. I like it more than the wall jump. But you know, I'm gonna put it below. Yeah, I'm gonna put it below. Move this down here. I'm gonna put it below the bounce bracelet just because I don't know. It's a little clunky in execution there. We're gonna move this up to A. There we go. Oof. Do I dare put Super Peel out in D? Oh no, it's above that one. Okay. Just because yeah, it's a little clunky to execute. I find it because you got to do the quick step and then X, I think, or something like that on the Xbox at least. And it's really hard to pull off. Sometimes I find myself like messing it up. Sometimes I press it and it like does it halfway and then stops. So it's a little clunky, but when it gets pulled off, it's pretty nice. I don't think. Do I really like it more than the wall jump? Yeah, I do. Okay. Okay. So this, I was trying to I couldn't find a good image for this. I was trying to differentiate this from the boost because at least in Sonic Unleashed, when you don't have enough rings in the meter, you jump and press X. Or it might even be A. You do an air dash. That's what this is. This is the air dash move. This move's not good. Very like it's sure making some gaps maybe, but this is D tier, I think. I think this is D tier, probably in between these two. Well, no, the tornado has more use. I don't know. I might even put this. Okay, you know, I'll put below the triangle jump, honestly. It just doesn't have a lot of use. So that's not the boost. That's not an air boost. That is the air dash. When you're out of rings in Sonic Unleashed and you try to dash forward, you do a puny little dash. I don't find much use for it. So there's that. All right. This is the quick step. So when you're boosting and you want a quick step, kind of like I was talking about with the Wild Rush move in Frontiers, you have to quick step into the attack. So that's what this is. Oh, we're almost done, thank God. Wait, are we? Yes, okay, we're actually almost there. Good. Sorry, this video is longer than I was hoping and expecting. Guess not expecting. The quick step's solid. It's also kind of situational though. Do I like it more than the wall? Ooh, do I like it more than the wall jump though? I think I do, because it can also be used for dodging in Sonic Frontiers, which is probably its most useful application. I feel like it feels appropriate, actually, to put it, like, right in front of Wild Rush. That feels right to me. So here's what I'm going to do, because I like to be positive. Let's move. Yeah. Just trying to rearrange some of these. Let's move some up. I try to stay positive here. There we go. That feels good. You know what? Yeah, that feels better. I'm trying to keep as little out of D as possible. You know, I think the quick step's good. Like I said, it's situational for its main use when you're boosting and trying to get past stuff quickly, but for the dodge, it's good. I mean, it's also good for those moments because it keeps the momentum going. You don't have to stop, hit a wall, move to the side, and then go. You know what I mean? So it does keep that momentum going. So we'll put it there in between those two. Okay. This is... I'm putting an S for now. This is the Sonic Boom move in Frontiers. Kind of similar to the cross slash, except it's actually easier to execute than the cross slash. And I'm tempted to put it above the cross slash because it's easier to execute. It also lasts longer. It lasts as long as you're in the air. So while it's not maybe as powerful, the cross slash has a very set time, whereas the Sonic Boom, you can literally keep kicking it over and over again, I think, for as long as you can. As long as you're in the air, I think it shoots out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move cross slash down to A, just to keep only 3 in it, because I think the Sonic Boom is probably the best move in Sonic Frontiers, honestly, because it does a good amount of damage too, more than you'd think. So I mean, especially once you upgrade, but we're going to put it there in S for now. What is this? What is this? Oh, I know what this is. This is going to D tier. This is... Oh, I'll put it above Ancient Light, but is it really above the Air Dash? No, the Air Dash is better. This is the double jump. I said no jump, but double jump. Introduced in, I think, Sonic Colors. It's in Forces. It's even in Frontiers. Sonic's double jump is one of the worst double jumps I've ever used in a Sonic game. It is so slow, it barely moves you anywhere on the second jump. It's really only used for course correction because some of the level design, and especially Colors and Forces, is terrible, and you need to be able to account for that, just barely, with the double jump. You lose all momentum. It loses everything that Sonic's about. I hate it. I don't want to double jump in Sonic. You know what I mean? It's like, I think to like Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2, the single jump was perfect with a little bit of an air dash there. I guess there was an air dash with those moves, wasn't there? But this is specifically the boost air dash from Unleashed. I didn't mean to get that confused with like the Sonic Adventure, like you jump in the air. Yeah, so I hate the double jump. Hate the double jump. It is D tier. Okay, this is also going to be D tier. This is the Rocket Excel from Sonic Heroes, where this is one of those instances where technically multiple characters could do it. Same thing with the Triangle Jump and the Tornado from Sonic Heroes, but I wanted to include it because it's one of the abilities that I think of with Sonic in that game, and it's the worst of the 3. So this one, it's so hard to pull off. Like, I still don't know how you fully do it. I think you hold X and release, but sometimes I don't know. I just don't find it useful. So to me, this is definitely D tier. Above the Ancient Light, though, for sure. I might even like the double jump more. Honestly, it's pretty damn bad. I like the idea of having 3 in D tier and 3 in S tier, so we're going to move these up a little bit. Get them out of D tier. There you go. Look, congrats, Air Dash. You made it out of there. And then we're going to balance that a little bit here. To be honest, I'm going to keep A, B, and C pretty even. Somersault stays in C tier. That feels good to me. Oh no, double jump. Oh, but double jump C tier. Okay, fine, Somersault. You can move up to B. That feels fair. All right, we'll keep it there. Rocket Excel, garbage. Actually terrible move. I hate it. Oh, okay. This is going to be, I don't know where I'm going to put this. This is the 3rd variant of wall jumps we have in this game. We had the triangle jump from Heroes. We had the regular, like, modern wall jump. And then this is the panel wall jump, exclusive to Sonic Adventure. So you stand in one of the panels, and they're numbered, and you hit A and kind of bounce around. It's really clunky, but it's also just fun. I don't know. This is definitely in C tier. I wouldn't put it in D, but I'm trying to think of where. Ooh, shit. I don't know where would I put this? Is it better than the? I'd put it below Peel Out. Is it better than the multi homing attack? I would say it's a lot snappier. So I feel like that feels right. Let's move the drift up to B. Let's move this move up to A. Yeah, that feels right. Okay. Only a few more left. We're almost done. Thank you for bearing with me in this 40-minute long video. Oh my God. This is going to be higher than you think. This is, don't ignore the D. This is the sweep kick move from Sonic 06, which I really like. I think they should have kept this going. I'm tempted to put this in A. This is actually a really good move. Because you want to see a hot take? I honestly think because it keeps the momentum going while also like interacting with the environment more, I would at least put this above the slide. Is it above the spin dash? Ooh, that's really tough. I'm genuinely tempted to leave it there. Below stomp, above spin dash. You know, just for hot take's sake, we're gonna do it. I think it's really good. That's like the best move in the Sonic's move in Sonic 06 for me. And it's literally like you're giving it immediately because it keeps the momentum going. You can use it to slide through boxes, through gates, and you keep running. With the spin dash, potentially you'll go through something. You might even stop. So Sonic 06 coming through. All right, what is this? Okay, so this is the Grand Slam. Is that the Grand Slam? Similar to the Recovery Smash, pretty similar idea here. I like the Recovery Smash more. I feel like I should just group them. I feel like that makes sense. I like the Recovery, this is Recovery Smash. I don't know how to differentiate them. I like the Recovery Smash a little bit more just because it gives you an opportunity to attack when you've been hit, which is really nice. You counterattack essentially, which is cool. The Grand Slam you have to input during a combo. So while I do like both moves, I'm gonna put the recovery attack just above it. All right. Speaking of Frontiers, this is the Spin Slash. This one I do really like. This is one of my favorites in Frontiers. I'd probably put it in A, to be honest. I'd put it above Phantom Rush. I'd put it above this one too. Put it above the boost. I feel like Psyloop, it's not as good as Psyloop. You know, I'll put it right below the boost at that feels right, at an A there. It's honestly kind of similar to the Cyclone Kick, but I like this one more when you hold A during a combo and it does like the spin loop, and it's really loud, so audio check there. But I don't know, that's really good. Okay. Is that really it? Okay, 4 left. Wait a minute. No. What the hell? Why didn't it? Okay, I definitely missed out some of them. Okay. There's one that I missed out on. Oh, well, I'm mad about that. Okay, anyways, this is the trick system introduced in, I guess technically Rush did. Rush kind of became more popular. There's the QuickTime version in Sonic Unleashed, but like Colors, Generations had it, Frontiers, it's back. I really like this. I really like it. I think it adds some more incentive to just kind of, when you go off ramps, it gives you something to do. I'd probably put it in B because it's not super useful. It does give you a little bit of boost back, which is nice. Well, no, now that I'm looking at these, probably should be an A. You know what? Actually, I would put this in A. Is it better than the Psyloop? Probably. I do like it more than the Psyloop, I think. Yeah, actually, you know what? Honestly, yeah, that feels right. We're going to put it up there. We're going to move this back down to a B. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? No! There we go. We're gonna move that back down to B here. Balance it out a little more here. Yeah, it's honestly, the trick system's really good. It keeps the momentum going. It gives you something to do when you go off ramp, so there is that. We're almost done. Oh my god, this video. Anyways, Insta Shield from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This is a fun one because this gives you almost like an extra hit when you press A. You know, like when you do the same move in Sonic Mania, you get the drop dash, except you gotta hold it there. This, you press A in the air, it gives you an extra little hit. I don't love it as much as most people. I think it's kind of fun. It works best against enemies, really, and that's about it. So it honestly, like, and I just find myself doing it all the time. I'd put this in a solid B. I'd probably put this... I'll put it above the bounce bracelet. That feels fair. But, like, I don't think it's the most amazing ability in the world. Maybe I'm just not using it right. Let me know in the comments if I'm not. But it's just fun to use. I don't know. Mainly against the enemies it's useful, but otherwise it's kind of like, okay. I think it can block projectiles too. I'm not fully sure on that though, but... Alright, this is the Final Frontiers combo. This is the homing shot, which I also do like. So this is the one that spawns a bunch of spheres and goes in on an enemy. I like this less than that spin cycle one. I like it more than Phantom Rush though. You know, and I'm gonna put this at the high B. I think this should go high B. That feels fair. Somersault, get back down to C. You know, I think it's pretty solid, but I don't know. It's a little slow, but it's kind of cool at the same time. It's one of the better combos in my opinion, but it's not. I wouldn't quite put it at A. I thought I had another one. I'm pretty sure I had another one, but as of here, the last one, classic homing attack, of course, the classic one. This has got to be A, no doubt. I wouldn't quite put it in S. Well, oh, that's so tough. I gotta end this video. This is gonna be longer than my top 10 game trailers video. This is annoying. Then again, the homing attack has so many uses, and it keeps the momentum going. Maybe this should be an S. I feel like this deserves to be an S. You know what? Yeah, this deserves to be an S. That feels right to me. We're going to move Sonic Boom down to A. The question is, it's not better than the drop dash in my opinion. But I feel, you know what, because it's so much more useful than a Lightspeed Dash. Lightspeed Dash can still be pretty situational. That feels right to me. You know what? Does Lightspeed Dash, should that be an S? I like it more than the Stomp, but I don't know if that's an S. You know what? Because it's so situational. Let's move this around. Let's put Sonic Boom back up there below the homing attack. Put that below Crowd. You know what? That feels better. That feels more right. Like, it's still really good, but it is more situational. And apparently, according to this, that's it. Let me just double check quickly, because there's one move in particular I can think of that I had an image for, and I don't know where it is. Maybe I never got the image, but... It's not a big deal because it's a variant. I think I got everything else, though. I'm looking at this. Yeah, everything else I got. So what I was going to do was, just to tell everybody, the final ability that's not on this list for whatever annoying reason, is I put the Sonic Frontiers Spin Dash, because it's very different than the Sonic 2 Spin Dash. Unlike the Sonic CD1, it's just a worse version of the classic Spin Dash. The Sonic Frontiers Spin Dash is really good. It would probably be in S after the homing attack. If that was included here, it would be in place of Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom would get knocked back down to A. I guess I messed up with the image there, but the Sonic Frontier Spin Dash is really good. It sends you so far, and the cool thing about it, it kind of corrects my issues with the Spin Dash a little bit. You can keep the momentum going into multiple Spin Dashes. You can keep spinning, which I don't think you can do in the games where Spin Dash is normally in. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, but Frontier Spin Dash, if it was here, it'd be here. All right, anyways, this video is way too long. Thank you for sticking with me if you did. Quick recap, we've got the GOATs, Drop Dash, Classic Homing Attack, and the Sonic Boom move. A, we got Cross Slash from Frontiers, Lightspeed Dash, Stomp, the Kick Sweep move from Sonic 06, the Classic Spin Dash, the Trick System, Sliding, that little spin move you do in the air in the advanced games, regular Psyloop and quick Psyloop 2, the parry, boost, and the... I don't remember these fucking names. I think it's the Spin Slash. Then we've got Homing Shot, we've got Cyclone Kick, this is B, Phantom Rush, Recovery Smash, Grand Slam, Insta Shield. I know fans are going to be mad about that. Say what you will. Bounce Bracelet, Quick Step, Wild Rush, Wall Jump, Loop Kick, that's B. C, we've got Somersault and Flaming Somersault, we've got Drift, Parkour from Lost World, this little upwards movement in the advanced game, Super Peel Out, sorry, Sonic CD fans. The Panel Jump in Sonic Adventure, Multi-Targeting Homing Attack in Lost World, Tornado in Heroes, Triangle Jump, Air Dash, specifically the Air Dash when you don't have rings in Sonic Unleashed, and the Double Jump being fucking terrible. And then D, bottom of the barrel, we've got Rocket Excel from Heroes, Ancient Light from Adventure 1 and 2, and last but not least, or certainly least, the Magic Gloves from Sonic Adventure 2, the most useless ability that Sonic's ever had in a game, compared to the Drop Dash being the greatest of all time. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this entire video. It's 45 minutes long. I apologize, but we had 41, I guess 40, well, no, this probably was 41 moves here. So many different abilities. Let me know your thoughts on this tier list in the comments below. I should take a screenshot of this after I'm done recording here. Let me know what you think. Am I wrong? Have I committed heresy here? Like putting Super Peel out and Insta Shield so low? You know, is Sonic Boom not that good? Are the Magic Gloves secretly the best ability and I just don't know how to use them? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, hey, I'll catch you all in the next video live stream. And until then, take care, Sonic fans.